Talking Reds, Friday the 12th of May. Yet again, it's a Friday.
12th of April.
Yeah, Talking Reds, Friday the 12th of April. And it's I'm back in my usual Friday slot on Talking Reds, not joined by Kev Walsh this week, unfortunately joined by, well, I say unfortunately, I'm fortunately joined by the glamorous Lizzi Doyle.
Are we going to call you his glamorous assistant then?
No.
I'll take being Kev's glamorous assistant.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Nah, he can be your glamorous assistant.
Oh, yeah.
He can be very glam, Kev, you know. Have you seen him when he's on a big night out?
I'd love to see Kev on a big night out.
Suave.
Is he?
Suave.
Go ahead, Kev.
Like you wouldn't believe.
Shut up, is he?
Oh, yeah.
See, when I have like one night a year where I have a print night, it's actually this Saturday, so tomorrow. So if Kev's out and about and I'm all pinned up, you know, you won't be able to tell us apart.
Well, she brings all the boys to the yard.
Does he now?
I'm telling you. Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
Anyway, Kev Walsh's side. All right, Kev. Couldn't really start today's video without addressing incidents over the last 24 hours. Some footage, some Chelsea fans at a European away game. In regards to some chanting, singing about Mo Salah. Not ideal at all. Both clubs have come out to their credit and condemned the incident straight away, Chelsea and Liverpool. Liverpool have gone pretty strong on it, saying this behaviour needs to be called out for what it is, unadulterated bigotry. Can't agree more. I go no further than that, really, to be honest. Other than to say, look, it's... In my personal opinion, they weren't singing what they were singing because they were Chelsea fans. They were singing what they were singing because they're racist dickheads. Leave it at that. And if you use that as a currency to attack all Chelsea fans,
it's no good for anyone.
It doesn't help anyone, and they're not. You know, dickheads be dickheads and all that. And we've had our own problems in the recent past. So
I think everyone's had their own problems.
Yeah. What I would say from it is the strength and the speed of the reaction to it. Is encouraging, even though it's come from a negative place. And there seems to be a tone set over the last few months dealing with these kinds of incidents in football, whether it's the England national team or incidents like this. And that's got to be seen as a step forward in tackling this kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it is. Like, I think a lot of the time, I know investigations have to take place in various clubs and when various incidents happen, but it seems to me that everyone's very quick to rush out and basically say that this is not acceptable, and that, you know, this should have been happening a long time ago in terms of the speed these things were coming out, because unfortunately you are going to get idiots from all different football clubs, whether we like it or not. But let's just hope we see less and less of it. I mean, you can't be tarring every fan with the same brush.
No.
This is an instance, it's not acceptable. It's against one of our own players. We will be a bit defensive about it, but you know, it's a very small group of idiots who clearly aren't football fans and are just using it as a tool to mock someone for, you know, football isn't about this. Football isn't about abusing people. It's not about trolling people online. It's not about nasty comments. It's not about being racist. It's not about being bigot. Football is about the game, and you need to respect that these players are also human beings as well, and think about what you're saying before you say some things as well. And I say that to everyone, including ourselves, even if it's just a throwaway comment online, because I think it all sort of links back. But this is absolutely, completely unacceptable. And credit to Liverpool and for Chelsea, by the way, for coming straight out and saying what they needed to say.
But I mean, when you look at Chelsea, they managed to identify in a short space of time 3 of the people in that video and actually block them access to the game.
What idiots would you know, posting it on social media? What do they expect?
You know what it is, don't you? Look, and I can't reinforce this more. I'm only parroting what John Barnes has been saying. They don't suddenly get on a plane and put a Chelsea shirt on and become a racist. They're a racist in their day-to-day lives. This is just an excuse where they think, in a forum where they think they can get away with it. And, you know, it is societal, but the more we shine a light on it, the more we can help deal with it. Right, on to other things.
I know where you're going to go with this. I haven't really got too much of an opinion on this other than what looks nice. Not really doing the stereotypical female thing a favour, am I?
There was a story circulated yesterday on ESPN from the very well-sourced Mark Ogden concerning Liverpool's kit deal going forward in regards to the New Balance deal expiring and who might potentially replace New Balance at the end of next season. Lizzie.
Oh, you're slag. You can't just throw it to me like that. What do you want me to say?
So basically the story was...
I don't know the ins and outs of it. That's basically that's what I'm...
So Nike, do you like Nike? Basically,
I really like Nike. I don't know any Scouser who doesn't like Nike.
Basically, the story...
One time central.
The story basically was that it looks like Nike are in the driving seat to secure the next big Liverpool kit deal, which Liverpool are reportedly hoping to eclipse the deal that Manchester United have got with Adidas. Yeah, we haven't had Nike before.
No,
I mean, basically the reports are just basically commenting around to say people are a little bit cautious because Nike tend to do identikit kits and stuff like that. But on the other hand, you know, Liverpool, they have got a bit of a culture in Liverpool now, haven't they, Nike, as a brand?
They do. And you know what? I really like Nike, but when you think of Nike in terms of football kits, it doesn't seem like Liverpool to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you think about who Nike's had in the past, Man United, Chelsea, like, I don't know if it's just because it's the clubs, but even the kits just seem a little bit far away from what we're used to. I really like New Balance. I'm a big fan of New Balance. Adidas, I really like the Adidas kits when we had them, but I think it could be quite likely that Nike will take Liverpool because, you know, City have gone to Puma. They're not with Arsenal anymore. No, all of a sudden there's a big gap and that needs to be filled with Nike, and they've got a club whose deal is running out. Is it next year or
it's
is it this year?
End of next season, so the next year's kit will be New Balance and then it'll run out. Yeah, I mean, even though Adidas, we talk about the identity kit, some of the later Adidas kits we had towards the end of the deal were atrocious. And then we had the Warrior ones, less said the better, but no, I agree, the New Balance ones have been really cool. I've been a really good fit for the club. Ultimately, pragmatically, I always think, but you know, whoever writes the biggest cheque, I'm happy with. You know, if
can't be too particular over it, can you?
Listen, I'm not being funny. If Gans Gear come and said, like, here's £85 million, I'd be like, Sam, lads, let's get involved.
Alessi.
Defo Alessi.
Lonsdale.
Defo. No. You draw the line somewhere. You've got to draw the line. Fucking Lanny Lonsdale bouncing in there. Fuck off, lad. Nah, it's be interesting to see how it develops. You would imagine it'll be a long-term deal. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this one develops. We'll see. Wouldn't surprise me if this has kind of been leaked a little bit to try and get New Balance back around the table a little bit.
Maybe so.
You know, there's a reason why these stories do leak. But where Lizzie is right is that at the moment, the current state of play, Nike go to Puma Man City go to Puma next year. Arsenal go to Adidas, Man United at Adidas, and it does leave a big gap. It leaves like without a property in the northwest.
Yeah, it does.
And with it being a big deal, I mean, you get the sense if they're going to spend that amount of money, they wouldn't waste time just grabbing a generic kit off the line and sticking a Liverpool badge on it. You'd think they'd put the effort in to make something bespoke, especially given what you were referencing. I think the heritage of the club. I
think so, and I mean, I was going to say they've got to prove themselves in a way, but I feel mad saying that about Nike as such a big brand, but for Liverpool, they will know. I know every team's kit is iconic to them, but I think because they've never had Liverpool before, they've got to do a good job of it. You know, all eyes will be on them for the kit they're going to make. And you know what, as much as maybe like me and you, we don't buy the kits from the club store anymore, it's one of those things, it's a question that we always get asked on podcasts, on Wildcards and AFQ football, you name it. It's a question that we constantly get asked. What was your favourite kit? So, what was the worst kit? And you know, you want to make a memorable kit. It's your best marketing tool. I've got a question for you, and I'm going to break the fourth wall and ask Sean as well. So the special edition 110s or the special edition Vapor Max, what's Jürgen going to sport on the touchline? You've got to do the 110s. You can't be a Scouser if you don't wear 110s. Sean? 110s. Sounds into it. You might even actually see the Uber kids has kicked back because they can't wear Nike anymore because they're the official suppliers of the club, which is a bit weird. And very, very Liverpool. Anyway, talking about Liverpool, Sunday, biggest day of the season again. Chelsea come to Anfield after Man City have played. I'm on tablets for my nerves already. Honest to God, I can't cope. It's mad, isn't it? I mean, I done a video from 90 Minutes Football yesterday, and the questions also got thrown at me. You know, when you don't think twice about it, it was with a Chelsea fan, and he said to me, "Are you confident?" And I was like, "Yeah," because if you look on it objectively in terms of how Liverpool played this season compared to Chelsea, Liverpool at home, you're looking at going, you know what? Yeah, we should be beating these. But then overnight, I've been listening to like the Friday show, listening to the Weekender, and I've been going, oh God, yeah, it's around the same time as, 13, 14. Oh, we were in a title, and then all of a sudden these thoughts start coming in. Eden Hazard starts getting in my mind. This is still Chelsea that we're talking about here. I think they've picked up a bit of form recently, which just doesn't help anybody. I'm not
having the 13-14 because there's two major things here. Number one is Brendan Rodgers. Number two is Jose Mourinho.
Yeah. So
Jose Mourinho came and look. We all know what he's like. Are you, Duncan? It was his mission that day, and he accomplished it because Brendan was a little bit naive. We've actually got one of the best managers on the continent now. Yeah. Listen, I was a big fan of Brendan. I'm not knocking him, but you can't say he's the same calibre as Jurgen Klopp. And also, at the same time, Liverpool are much better. I think are a better side than what they were now, and I don't think Chelsea quite at that level.
Oh, I agree, and I think...
And Chelsea's level away, records away to the top 6 this year is awful.
Yeah, it is. Historically, it's one to worry about. I think they've done extremely well at Anfield over the last couple of years, but, when I'm talking about 13, 14, it just feels a little bit like, when you're making plus 2-2 and making 5, you're thinking of anything that can help your title run, you're thinking of anything that could ruin it, you're trying to predict everything because we want it so much, but... This is a different Chelsea side. It's a Chelsea side that have... I don't want to say... It's mad to say struggle because I'm sure they're third at the minute.
Yeah.
They are scrapping for top 4. They rested a couple of players last night in the Europa League. However, I don't think that will have done them any good. They would have got back maybe early hours this morning. They'll have today training, which they'll be tired. They'll have tomorrow, and then it's game day. We've been sort of rested till Tuesday.
Do you think there's a bit of a... Where the fear for me is, look, we haven't been beaten at home in the league now for what seems like forever. But
the last time we were beaten at home was against Chelsea, but it was in the cup.
In the cup, but in the league,
League Cup, sorry.
It's been exemplary. My only concern with this is that a draw is as bad as a defeat for us pretty much now.
Yeah, it is. Whereas it's an excellent result for Chelsea.
Yeah, but that's my only concern. But you know what? It should be on the game. Forget about it. And I think, fingers crossed, should all be fine. And maybe Mo Salah to bag the winner as well.
We are. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Imagine.
We have so much to beat. We have more than enough to beat Chelsea. I mean, I think Spurs at home is a much harder game than Chelsea. But like I say, you can't discount how good of a team they are, how good their individual players are when they turn up, when they play. They're great. But you know what? We should be going in with full confidence that we are the better side, and we literally have nothing to lose. Well, we do, but I mean, we have to go for it as though we've got nothing to lose, especially if City pick up the 3 points.
You talk about memories of Chelsea at Anfield, though. One of my greatest memories ever of Anfield is Chelsea in 05.
05. Yeah.
And you know what? If Man City slip the morning on Sunday, the atmosphere in the ground might just surpass 05.
It might do.
Imagine.
People need to keep the nerves though in Anfield.
Nah.
Yes, we do. We can't be having negative energy.
No, positive nerves.
No, well, okay, positive nerves, I'll go for it. But I think if City drop points, all of a sudden the edginess in that guy, it's making me feel a bit nervous now. I can't cope with it. No, every time I do this, my head goes, Like I start previewing the games that happened at City Talk last week.
Did your head fell off?
Yeah, because I go week to week, like day to day, and I'm just talking about the match at the week, and then all of a sudden it's Friday, and it's like, oh right, this is actually happening, this is actually big. My head's going a little bit. So, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
She says.
Right, okay, stuff to mention. Today, weekend is out already. Bright and early, get on that. We've got the team talking about later after the press conference, and as usual, we've got an AFQ coming out this afternoon. Previews already out on YouTube. YouTube, on out for you to watch. They're also going to do the talk of a special tomorrow. Yeah, so as you know, the other week when City played earlier than Liverpool, I think they played the Saturday, wasn't it? Because we don't believe in days off, do we? No. I think they played Fulham, it was when they played Fulham on the Saturday. We've done a podcast called The Day Before. Now, they literally play 2 hours before we do, so we haven't got the chance to do that. But what we are going to do is release our City Talk show that usually goes out at 6:30 on Radio City Talk as an extra preview if you don't get a chance to hear that tonight. So there's a little extra something to get you excited and ready for the game on Sunday. Also, our end of season show, it's still selling really well. You might want to get in there before they go. It's Mountford Hall on the 11th of May. Tickets are £15 plus booking fee. Available exclusively on C Tickets. You get to see Kev Walsh all dapper. and the T Street Band. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm just put two and two together. Kev's going to be glammed up for that one.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
also the British Podcast Awards Listeners' Choice. We're up for that. If you go there and vote, make sure you vote for the Anfield rap and not Saw. For reasons that just mad reasons really. But yeah, we've had the meeting this morning. We've been shouted that it's the Anfield rap and not Saw you need to vote for. So get on that www.britishpodcastaward.com/vote. That's been today's Talk on Red. I've been Andy Heaton. This is Lizzi Doyle. Nice one.